Hare Krishna, please like, share and comment. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please press on bell icon for more notification. Today the topic is what is Ekadashi, the importance of Ekadashi and the appearance of Ekadashi. In the 14th chapter of the Padma Purana, Jaimini Rishi asks Vyasadeva about the importance and significance of Ekadashi. Vyasadeva enlightens his disciple by narrating the following. Vyasadeva tells Jaimini Rishi how at the time of creation, sin personified Papa Purusha was created to punish the sinful humans and inflict extreme misery on them. To control Papa Purusha, Yamaraja and the different hellish planetary systems were also created. Sinful humans are sent to the hellish planets to suffer. The Lord and Srimati Radharani happened to hear the heart-rending cries of the souls suffering in these planets. The Lord, to elevate the suffering of those in the hellish planets, visited Patal Lok, hellish planets. There he was told about the cause of the crying, yelling, and shrieking. The merciful Lord took the form of Ekadashi. He then declared, whoever keeps this fast will be elevated to Vaikunta, as all their sins will be forgiven. Hearing about the advent of Ekadashi and its potency, Papa Purusha feared for his life and approached the Supreme Personality of Godhead, fell at his lotus feet, and said, O my dear Lord, I am your creation, and I have no place to reside. Ekadashi is the cause of my woes. By keeping Ekadashi fast, souls are being liberated. I tried to reside in different places, but to no avail, so powerful is she. No pious activity, vow or fast can bind me as can Ekadasi. The Lord relented and said, you can reside in grains on Ekadashi. You need not fear, there will be many who would like to rebel against my orders and will consume grains on this day. I am Ekadashi and my orders will be carried out, so you need not worry. According to the instructions of Lord Vishnu, every kind of sinful activities that can be found in the material world takes its residence in grains and food made of grains. Therefore, one must abstain from grains, especially on Ekadasi. The advent of Ekadashi. The demon Mura was a source of terror to the demigods, who were vanquished from their heavenly abode and were dwelling on the earth. To lighten their plight, they approached Lord Vishnu for help. Lord Vishnu immediately approached Mura, and a fierce fight ensued. The other demons who were present with Mura were defeated, but the fight between the Lord and Mura continued for 1,000 celestial years. Lord Vishnu, to give his devotee the honor of killing Mura, retired into a cave in the Himalayas to rest. Mura, seeing the Lord sleeping, wanted to attack the Lord. As he picked up his weapon to kill the Lord, a young girl appeared from within the Lord and cut off his head with a roar. The Lord woke up and saw the girl and the dead Mura and asked who she was and how was Mura killed. The girl said she was Mahashakti, the internal potency of the Lord, born of 11 Ekadashi, Indriyas, senses of Lord Vishnu. She proclaimed that she was his eternal servitor and that she had beheaded Mura. The Lord was pleased and asked her to ask for any boon. The boons she asked for were: Number 1, that she always be the chosen and loved one of the Lord. Number 2, that she be the topmost of all the Tithis. Number 3, that she be capable of destroying all sins and grant people a happier life. Since Ekadashi appeared from Lord Vishnu, she is non-different from him, and like Lord Vishnu, she is the benefactor of the three planetary systems. Ekadashi Upavas. Of the many ways to progress on the path of Sri Krishna Bhakti is by observing fasts of are known in the Sanskrit language as Upavash on specific days. Before we dwell on these facts, these fasts, we should know the meaning of the word Upavas. The true essence of fasting or Upavas is not just limited to just abstaining from food or remaining hungry for a specific duration. The true meaning of fasting lies in the word Upavas itself. Upa, which means close to, and Vas means to stay. Thus, Upavash means to stay close to the Supreme Personality of Lord Krishna. There are other many Upavas mentioned in the Vedic scriptures. Many Brahmins recommended fasting, etc., on the day corresponding to a particular demigod to seek their favor for deriving some temporary benefit. They give a little happiness in the beginning but suffering in the end. So one should not fast on any other days except the days dedicated to Lord Sri Krishna, because the fasts dedicated to Lord Sri Krishna give one eternal benefits. Vedas inform us that there are specific days in a year dedicated to the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. These days are known as Harivasar. Hari is one of the names of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Vasar is the Sanskrit word for day, therefore, Harivasar means day of Lord Sri Hari. This day should be dedicated to him only, that is, to engage all our activities only to please him. All other routine activities should be minimized. These days are spiritually very potent, so one should avoid all mundane activities as far as possible and engage oneself in devotional activities. Devotional activities like chanting, reading Bhakti scriptures, hearing Harikatha, performing devotional service, avoid intake of specific foods, etc. But as explained earlier, Harivasar means day of Lord Sri Hari, and fasting on this day is for the eternal benefit of the devotees. Days like Sri Janmashtami, Sri Gaur Purnima, Sri Radhashtami, etc., and Ekadashi are known as Harivasar, days when the all auspicious Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, showers his special mercy on us. By doing so, one will be favored by receiving special blessings of Sri Sri Radha Krishna, so that one can advance in one's practice of Bhakti Yoga. The easiest way to receive mercy of Sri Sri Radha Krishna. Of all the Harivasar fasts mentioned in the Vedic scriptures, one of the most important Upavasa that helps one to overcome all material miseries and attain pure loving devotional service to Sri Radha Krishna is Ekadashi Upavas. Lord Shiva in the Padma Purana declares that out of all kinds of worships, the reverence and worship of the Supreme Lord Vishnu is the topmost. Even greater is the worship of the devotees of Sri Vishnu. Ekadasi is one of the dearmost devotees of the Lord Sri Krishna. It is because of these devotees' compassion and mercy, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna becomes accessible to us. Ekadashi Upavasa is observed on a very special and auspicious day or Tithi, which is also known with the same name Ekadashi, Harivasar, the day of Lord Sri Hari. Why do we observe Ekadasi fast? The real and only goal of this human life is to re-establish our lost eternal loving relationship which we as spirit souls have with the Supreme Being Lord Sri Krishna. In the present conditioned state of material life, we have forgotten that eternal loving relationship because of false identification with matter, the body and mind. The control our restless and stubborn mind who rebels against regulations which help us in reviving our loving relationship with the Supreme is to curb and focus it onto the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. The way to control the mind is by performing tapasya, austerities, and vairagya, detachment. Ekadashi fast is a step in that direction. One of the procedures for surrender is to observe Ekadashi fast. This upavasa is so vital that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Sri Krishna himself, requested even his mother to keep this upavasa and never to give it up. Who should perform Ekadashi Upavas? Ashtavarsadikomartyo apurna asvati vatsara ekadasyam upavaset paksayorobayorapi. From the age of 8 to the age of 80, a person should fast on all of the Ekadashis on both the light Shuklapaksha and the dark Krishnapaksha parts of the month. Haribhakta Vilasa 12 by 75 from Katyayana Smriti. Every human, irrespective of caste, gender, class, married or unmarried, etc., from the age of 8 to the end of life, should observe Ekadasi and other Harivasar Upavasa. Result of not keeping Ekadashi Upavasa. When one fails to do so, one incurs sin for having failed in his duty as a human. According to the Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic scriptures, the goal of every human is to get out of the cycle of repeated birth and death by surrendering and performing loving devotional service to Lord Sri Krishna. If one does not follow Ekadashi out of ignorance or due to any other reason, such a person should be considered one's own greatest enemy and the greatest sinner. For every mouthful of grain that one eats on Ekadashi, one incurs the sin of killing millions of Brahmanas, one of the greatest of all sins. One who regularly observes Ekadashi Upavasa is freed from all sins, and such a living being never enters the hellish regions. Benefits of observing Ekadashi. Lord Vishnu says that if a person fasts on Ekadashi, he will burn up all his sins, and thus the gates to his transcendental abode will be opened to such a soul. Ekadashi fast is greater than observing any other fast, and it is greater than going to a place of pilgrimage, and even greater than giving charity to Brahmins. How to observe Ekadasi? On this day of Ekadashi, devotees reduce the basic demands of the body and especially eating delicious and palatable dishes. Instead, one observes oneself in engaging in Sri Krishna's loving devotional service. On this Ekadashi day, devotees intensify their devotional activities by chanting the holy name of Krishna 24 rounds, discussing his transcendental pastimes, and by performing other devotional activities. On Ekadashi, the devotees are so absorbed in discussing the Lord pastimes, Leelas, or reading Srila Prabhupada books to understand the philosophy, chanting, etc. Fasting becomes a mission joyfully performed and is a celebration for them. Fasting in reality is a sacrifice performed out of love for Lord Sri Krishna. Srila Prabhupada used to say that when we fast on Ekadasi or Harivasar days, we should take it to be as a part of our loving devotional service to the Lord. The dates on which Ekadasi falls and the duration of the fast are all mentioned in the Vaishnava calendar available at ISKCON websites. Ekadashi. Ekadashi is a Sanskrit word for number 11. Ekadashi is the 11th day of the waxing and waning moon. Thus, two tithis occur in every calendar month coinciding with the two lunar phases Suklapaksha waxing moon, the bright half when the moon is 3 by 4th bright, and Krishna Paksha waning moon, the dark half when the moon is 3 by 4th dark. There are usually 24 Ekadashis in a calendar year. However, 2 extra Ekadashis occur in a leap year. Do's and don'ts on Ekadashi. One should stop all mundane activities, those connected with the body, like starting a new business, marriage ceremonies, cremating dead bodies, etc. Lord Hari is easily pleased when he hears the Mahamantra chanted, and one should therefore chant more on Ekadashi. 24 rounds or more, one can increase the rounds preferably by sets of 4. For those who do not know the Mahamantra, it is as follows: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This mantra has been recommended for the deliverance of the sinful souls of this age, according to the Kalisantrana Upanishad. How to chant and why to chant? It is imperative to listen to every word while chanting to obtain maximum benefit. Among the plethora of mantras in the Vedas, the Mahamantra, 16-worded names of the Supreme Lord, is the most powerful for Kali Yuga. It removes all maladies, negativity, and sins. This mantra is so powerful that it bestows upon one everything that is auspicious, like happiness, prosperity, and it even opens the gates of Vaikuntha. Activities recommended during Ekadashi are reading spiritual books like Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and other Vaishnava literature, engaging in devotional activities, and of course fasting and chanting. What to avoid? One should avoid eating in another's home. Do not accept an invitation on this Ekadashi day for marriages, birthday, lunch, or dinner, etc. Eating more than once should also be avoided unless medically advised. Physical relationship with woman, man should be absolutely avoided. Men should avoid shaving and women should not wash their hair on this day. Fast is broken by taking honey, eating from bell, metal plates, kansha, and massaging one's body with oil. How to fast on Ekadashi? Ekadashi fasting is a type of sacrifice which is observed in 3 ways. Number 1, by not consuming any food and water, Nirjala Vrata. Number 2, by drinking only water. Number 3, by taking milk or juices, liquids. Number 4, by not consuming grains, pulses, lentils, etc., or any food containing the items mentioned above, as they are contaminated by sin on this day. But having foodstuff allowed on Ekadashi day. Most devotees prefer to keep the fourth type of fast as Srila Prabhupada recommended. Foods to be avoided on Ekadashi. Number 1, grains, for example, rice, wheat, etc., all types of flour made from grains. Number 2, honey. Number 3, normal salt. Foods allowed on Ekadashi. Number 1, potatoes. Number 2, groundnuts. Number 3, foxnuts, makhan. Number 4, kutu flour. Number 5, savank. Fruits allowed on Ekadashi: banana, apple, mango, etc. Fruit salad, banana in fresh cream. Cooking medium allowed on Ekadashi: ghee or groundnut oil. Milk items like cottage cheese, condensed milk, or khoya. If they are freshly made at home, they are allowed. Spices used on Ekadashi: black pepper, fresh ginger, rock salt, senda, namak, and fresh turmeric. All these spices allowed should be ground at home. Spices not allowed on Ekadashi: hing, asafoetida, sesame seeds, cumin, fenugreek, mustard, tamarind, fennel, cardamom, and nutmeg. Timing of keeping and breaking fast. Ekadashi fast starts from sunrise on Ekadashi or Mahadvadashi day. The time for breaking the fast is on Dwadashi, that is the next day. Time for breaking the fast is mentioned in Vaishnava calendar. The fast is broken or completed by consuming Sri Krishna Prasad made of grains, as Srila Prabhupada has instructed. On the next day in the stipulated time, those who have kept Nirjala Ekadasi complete or break their fast by drinking water in the specified time. In case you break Ekadashi fast, this should not happen. But if by mistake you eat any of the forbidden foods on the Ekadashi day, then the moment you realize this, you should not eat the forbidden foods for the remaining part of the day. That is, observe Ekadashi for the rest of the day. You will have to keep Ekadashi Upavas on the third day from the Ekadashi day and break your fast the next day after sunrise. Bhoga offering to the deities on Ekadashi. Deities of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna, Lord Sri Jagannath, Baladeva, Subhadra and Laddu Gopal are offered grain bhoga even on Ekadashi. This Mahaprasad is used for breaking the fast on the following day, but Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Sri Nityananda are offered bhoga without grains. Their Lordship Sri Sri Gauranitai having assumed the role of devotees, so they keep Ekadashi fast, and so does our Diksha Guru Srila Prabhupada. Scientific benefits of Ekadashi. Scientifically and biologically, Ekadashi fasting helps in removal of toxins and other harmful acidic chemicals that might have been formed, often due to unregulated and mistimed eating that is a gift of this fast-paced modern era. A Japanese scientist has discovered that fasting is greatly beneficial to the human body. It helps healthy cells to destroy the cancerous cells in the body. For this research, the scientist was awarded the Nobel Prize. Therefore, besides spiritual benefits, Ekadashi and other fasts have material benefits too. A wonderful quote to end with: Na Ganga na Gaya Bhupa na Kasina Chaya Puskaram na Chapi Kauravam Setram na Reva na Chavedika Yamuna Chandravaga Chatulya Bhupa Harer Dinat Chintamani Samaheyesa Atva Vapi Nidishmrita Kalpapada Papreksha Vasarva Veda Upamathava Neda Ganga Gaya Kasi Pushkara Kurukshetra Reva Vedika Yamuna and Chandrabhaga, none of them are equal to the day of Lord Hari. Ekadashi, O King, even if one fasts on Ekadashi, all of his sins are at once burnt and he easily attains the spiritual world. Hari Bhakta Vilasa 12 by 119120 from Narada Purana, spoken by Sister Muni. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon for more notifications. Hare Krishna.